Hey everyone, welcome back to another portfolio update video. The portfolio is currently sitting at $7,513.25. I'm recording this on a Tuesday because I had a very busy traveling weekend, so I couldn't film a video. Sorry about that, guys. But as you can see, the market is going to open in a few hours, but we are up 916 on the day. For the week, we are down 122 or 1.6%. For the month, we are down 0.75% or $56.85. For the 3 months, or essentially all time, we are up $13.25 or 0.18%. And we got absolutely decimated by AT&T this week. As you guys know, I got assigned at $16 a share, and AT&T has been dropping all the way down to $13.64, which sucks, but it is what it is. They pay a dividend. I like their stock. It is what it is. I'll just keep selling covered calls. Looks like we'll be in it for the long run. But yeah, that kind of sucks because we were doing really well last week. But yeah, we were looking really good pre-market on Friday. We were up $221.78 all time. And then AT&T stock just started plummeting from 16 all the way down and then all the way down again. And now it's at $13.63. On the other hand, Key has been rallying a ton. If you remember, I bought Key at $9.29 a share for 100 shares, and now it's at $10.27, which is great. You can see we're up 98 bucks on that. But then AT&T we're down $237, which is pretty insane. But at the same time, we've already made, I want to say, about 40 bucks in options premium off of AT&T, and we haven't even collected a dividend yet, so we'll be able to whittle this cost down pretty quickly, I'd say. So I'm really not too worried, but that is the reason for this sharp drop here. I also just want to say a big thank you to just everyone who's been supporting the channel recently. You can see our last video got over 1,000 views alone, and if we look at my entire channel's views, that's like over half of my entire channel's all-time views were all gotten in just this one video. I have no idea why this video blew up, but I'm very grateful for it. You can see we're at 62 subscribers, and just a month ago we were at, I think when we made this video, we were at maybe 6 subscribers, so we have more than 10 extra subscribers recently. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and if you're not subscribed, which a big percentage of you are not actually subscribed, but you're watching, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I do weekly portfolio update videos every single week, at least I try to, and I'm just covering my options journey as I go along. But yeah, jumping over here to the portfolio spreadsheet, we're here on the income page. As you guys kind of know, I pretty much update this whole spreadsheet like every single week at this point. It's kind of a running joke. But yeah, we actually are getting a Tesla dividend for an entire dollar, which is kind of crazy. And the stock is only like a $16 stock, so we got a huge dividend coming in from Tesla. But in terms of stuff I closed out last week, I ended up closing out the SPY credit spread for a $30 loss. That was that hedge I was telling you guys about, and that's because, once again, my economic ideas shifted once more. So my economic analysis of the overall market shifted positively because of the CPI report and the earnings events, and as a result, I decided to close this out because my underlying ideas about the economy changed to a more positive light, so I felt like this hedge was no longer needed, so I ended up closing it out early for a $30 loss, which I was fine with. And aside from that, I think I closed these out last week. Yeah, it's looking like it. So last week I ended up closing these two out for pretty much full profit. As you can see here, 2 cents and 1 cent, and I ended up rolling both of these out to the end of June, or I guess the end of July rather, which you can see right here. So yeah, I rolled these guys out to the end of July for a pretty big credit, and for example, like these Labu puts here are pretty much already up all the way. You can see I have 3 of these for an average credit of a little over $10, and I've already made 22 bucks or 70% profit on this. And if we actually look at our total profit on these options here, you can see for the most part a lot of these options are nearly worthless. For example, the Labu, the T call, and then some of these are actually getting beat up pretty bad. I really want to own Warner Bros, so I'm hoping this goes in the money. Ford is looking like it'll go in the money. As you can see, this put has a delta of 44, and the price is currently at 14.04, so it's really looking like I'm going to get assigned on Ford again, which I was kind of hoping for. So I think this is good. A much better price than last time. Plus they pay a dividend and they have a great options chain, so I'm pretty excited about this. Hopefully I get assigned on Ford and WBD, because then it would allow me to have more stuff to sell calls on, more dividends coming in, and it would give me more margin buying power to sell more puts with. So pretty much good stuff all around. I'm just going to keep letting these options decay, selling more. You guys know the drill. It's been working very well, even though I've had this sharp decline. I can definitely see over the long term, this is just a small little decline, a small little time period over the grander scheme of things. So not worried at all. And yeah, I just look forward to sell even more options. On top of that, I've been kind of dollar cost averaging into these risky ETFs once again. This is all just profit that I'm reinvesting, so none of this is like actual money in my account. This is all realized options premium that I'm reinvesting here. You can see my equity, if I turn this on real quick, is pretty high in a lot of these. And these are these big dividend payers that I'm kind of experimenting with, as you guys know, as well as the leveraged ETFs for the long term. And actually, these are doing very well. In fact, all of them are. You can see pretty much all of these positions except for Beto is up. Not to mention, I have an over $1 dividend coming in from Tesla soon. But yeah, you can see these long-term ETFs are already up 13%, 8%, and then these dividend ETFs are up pretty well. So that's great to see. But yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. It looks like I may have opened these last week, or I suppose this is a dividend that I'm receiving. As for these two, yeah, covered call on AT&T for $9, which I opened, which is decayed pretty low because of the sharp drop that came through on AT&T. Cash appeared put on ChargePoint that I opened for $16, which is doing really well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're up 31% on that, so doing great on ChargePoint once more. So yeah, all the positions we opened last week are sitting pretty nice. Once again, I'm hoping to get assigned on Ford, hoping to get assigned on WBD, and yeah, just going to keep receiving dividends and premiums. One last thing here, I want to look at Key Bank, because I want to go over their performance last week. They were doing really well. At one point, we were actually in the money on the call that we sold. If you guys remember, if I go to my history on Key, I'm really loving Key right now. I'm not gonna lie. You can see, so we bought these 100 shares at $9.29, and it rallied all the way up to $10.60, even though we sold a call at the $10.50 strike. So we had Key shares pretty much rally past our short call. Of course, it came back down, which is always good because I do want to keep the shares. But that was pretty great to see. Key has been on a tear recently ever since I bought it. I pretty much bought it at like the absolute low. You can see this is about the level where I bought it, and it rallied pretty much instantly, which is great to see. And if I look at the options, my option position is pretty much flat still. The short strangle that I sold at the beginning of the month is pretty much break even. Nothing much going on here just because of the upwards movement in Key. I'm pretty sure the put I sold is probably up. Yeah, the put I sold on Key is up 71%, whereas the call is kind of just chilling right now, down $20. So yeah, may end up rolling this put out because you can see there's not much intrinsic value left here, as you can see. But yeah, we're just gonna let that continue to decay. But yeah. That is the portfolio update for this week. Sorry it was a little bit late. I know I was supposed to put it out on Saturdays normally when I try to, but once again I was traveling a lot, so I didn't really have the time. But I'll try and keep that more consistent for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this portfolio update. And once again, guys, please, if you are not subscribed and you're looking to watch these weekly portfolio updates, please consider subscribing. We're at 62, trying to get up to 70, 75, around that area. And our last video did really well. So yeah, if you guys want to keep notified for future portfolio updates every single week, as you can see here, every single week, then please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next portfolio update video.